time for your favorite Pennsylvania Dutch uncle. This is your bike, Roger. Larry, I'll get back to you. I know you called again. I've been busy. I hurt myself on Saturday stripping one of these mowers down. We have a Troy built, and the donor mower had a bunch of parts I need, a deck. Oh, and this is my workmanship. This is how things turn out. We'll get back to that in a minute. This is how things begin here and come back to life when they're dead. You got to replace the governor's seal on this critter right here. I don't know if you can see that with my body in the way. People beat these poor mowers and machines into the ground. They don't clean nothing up. This is the way I keep my stuff. My mower's over there. I change the oil and everything, and that's where we're going to get to this video. And these tractors, like these John Deeres, nothing tows a cartload of firewood. I'm towing 800, 900, 1,000 pounds with this mower. There's nothing like them. I've had Murrays, I've had MTDs, I've had Craftsman, Simplicity. I mean, I literally had them all here. And these Deere, this 170, 160, 175, 180s, they put them all to shame. The rest of the mowers, there's nothing like these with that Kawasaki motor and that beefy Peerless rear end in them. This is what the bike looks like. Again, this is my workmanship. Sorry I could not match that fruity ass color. I tried, and as I said, they're going to all oil base. We have some dialing up to do for this bike. It got some fuel on it and different things. That's your seat, Roger. That's a hell of a lot more comfortable on my Dupa. I don't know how it'll be. There's your rack. I will send you the mirror. As I said, you're getting a little gift bag and everything. And I apologize. I'm going to say it again. Okay, if you guys want one of these motorized bicycles and you want one of these half-ass schmucks to put it together and then it falls apart, I've gone over every nut and bolt. It's not even afternoon. This morning it was warm enough. I'm just put my shirt back on because of going to the spray wash. I washed that stuff off out there in the trailer. But I took this for an 18-mile, what I know is 18 miles. I went up around 309, went over some rough road, and nothing fell apart, nothing came apart. So I know I have it all tight, and nothing's going to move. And it does run a hell of a lot better in the warm. It really picked up some snot this afternoon. So I assume by the time Roger runs it in a little bit, it'll be it's right in the zone. It's right where it's got to be. And don't fiddle with nothing, Roger. Okay? Don't fiddle with a damn thing. It's perfect. Just check and make sure stuff is tight. Make sure your intake, don't use Gorilla Strength either. No Gorilla Strength, okay? No Gorilla Glue. Sometimes, like here, I used to put weld and stuff on those, but those are stay nuts. They usually stay nice and tight. So there's nothing to worry about, and this is how it turned out. So I got to put the finishing touches on it and clean it up for Roger, and we're going to go for shipping and so forth. And I purposely loosened that. That did not come loose on its own. It's not loose. That actually, they didn't leave enough stud when they cut my studs and everything. I think they actually came with the motor. And as long as it stays tight, it's not a problem. But it did catch my attention. It did catch my eye the other day. And it's tight. It's not that it's got to be tightened, but I will go over it. And I go over this bike about 3 or 4 times before I give something to a customer. I make sure the motor kicks off the way it's supposed to. This morning it started right up, no problem. I didn't even have to use the choke. It's about 75 degrees, I would say. Maybe it's actually hot on my skin, and I want to get out of this shirt. So I'm going to end the video by telling you folks, I've got cleanup here. I've got leaves everywhere. So the next couple of days, people better let me alone. Larry, I'll talk to you if you want to get started on a bike. Roger's got to get his bike, and that's what we're going to do in between me cleaning up. The Padres motorcycle's next, and I just had 2 more vehicles. That's a Buick Century. That's Tommy's sister's car. It ran away from the car crusher 3 or 4 times, and I'm still fixing it. Every time it comes back here, I tell him to take it to the junkyard, and he sticks his tongue out at me. Anyway, it's a good car. It runs nice. Just everything's falling apart off of it. Roger, that's it, okay? That's your bike. It looks nice. You can peel the little plastic off. You can put a lot of the details. I'm going to clean it up the best I can, and then you can have it. And I like this gel seat. I don't like how they attract dirt. Some seemingly they attract dirt, and I don't know why. you can maybe put something on it or a seat cover, but it is a lot more comfortable than that other one giving you the permanent wedgie when you're trying to ride the bike. So, alright, I got to contact Roger. We'll talk to pesos. Oh, I wanted to talk about this rack. You know, you talk about the time it takes a freaking guy to put something together. You see what that workbench looks like. These were the extensions they gave you for the rack. So I had to go out and buy some metal. I bought aluminum, and I made my own struts. Looks just like factory. It's got a little bit of dirt on it from riding it. Like I said, I did test this bike, and it tested good. It really rode and performed nice. So Roger, I'm hoping you're going to appreciate it and take care of it. And just know that these little Chinese, they slip you the weenie with every goddamn thing you buy. You got to buy something else, and it's more and more. I apologize for that, but this is the difference between having some half-ass idiot, you know, that you limit them. Oh, I only have $300. I only have, you know what? You're not having a bike built here. It's not going to happen. I ran out of my way to get this because I live up here in hillbilly heaven, and there's only 1 or 2 places that have this stuff, and it just so happened our Lowe's had it, but it's way across town. It's still a kick in the pants when you buy something brand new and you still got to keep adding and adding and buying, but it's all over, and Roger, I'll call you, and it runs nice. It's a fantastic machine, really it is. So I'm hoping you're going to be happy with that, and I'm hoping you people look at my workmanship and say, hey, the guy's no clown. He put something together, it looks nice, and it runs nice. It really does. I should start it up for you. We'll probably make another video. I have another bike to build, but I got to get these cars done. I got to get that motorcycle done, and then we're going to jump back on the Cuck V. I really got a summer lined up. Hopefully it'll be a money-making summer. The phone's been ringing. People have been calling. I got a Silverado coming in. One had a hiccup. It just left here, as a matter of fact, this morning. Yesterday I cured its hiccups, and I was squaring away Roger's bike when I had to run for that other stuff. So the Silverado with the hiccups is done, and then we have one that needs rocker panels and stuff, and we'll cover that again. A to Z. It's a 2004. It's rotted out, and the guy was bitching about money. You don't get nothing for free from me. Unfortunately, I got to pay for the parts, so do you guys, but Andy's a nice guy. He saw through what I was telling him, and I showed him the prices of the stuff. So take it from me. That's my workmanship. That's my workmanship. Sorry, my house and my yard got to look like this. There's wheels for the Super Sport, but some prick stole the center hubs. Those are an OEM set of Super Sport wheels. I got them when I got the truck, and somebody pirated the center hubs. They were in a secret spot, in a stash spot, and somehow somebody knows they were there, and I think I know who you are. So we'll cover that too, to catch a thief. All right, guys.